So it's not often you get to try something again, but now we do. We have audio now. We had audio problems before. We apologize. If you didn't read my lips correctly, this is Perrin. And again, Trademark Mechanical is our guest today as we are talking about the importance of a clean and efficient furnace. And this one, of course, brand new.
Yes.
All right. This is the inner workings of a furnace. Can I just tell you that I've been around furnaces. I'm very mechanical, but I wouldn't know what to look at to make sure that it's right. And that's your job.
Yes.
All right, so that's what we're talking about,
Yep.
is getting those furnaces checked and running efficient. What are some of the things you're going to do when you go check a furnace?
Well, when we come out, I'll ask the customer first. Well, I'll meet and greet the customer, go in there, take a look at the thermostat, ask them where the furnace is, because it could be anywhere. I mean, it could be in the attic, and like we were saying, some people don't even know maybe where the furnace is.
Right.
Come out, make sure no wires are rubbing. Like I said, this could be rubbing on this combustion blower, therefore causing a problem. You're broke down. It could be the middle of winter. Okay. You've got condensation running down here.
Okay.
This guy can get plugged up from bugs, dirt, debris, and then that's going to plug up. System isn't going to work.
Okay.
There's multiple things that we do in here.
One of the things that can happen, and I know this because maybe it's happened to me, maybe, I'm just saying, is that the blower gets too hot because it's running too hard, too fast because your filter is clogged.
Filthy.
And it's filthy. Okay, easy.
No, not necessarily yours, but it will.
No air was going through it whatsoever. But that's why changing. Now, can you show them where the furnace filter is everywhere? This one's on top. There it is. See the arrow pointing towards the furnace?
Yes.
That's the key, isn't it?
Yes. Point towards the furnace.
Everyone can change one of these every 1 to 3 months, right?
Correct.
Yeah. If you've got someone in your home who has a lot of allergies, this is circulating all the air in your home. So that filter is really key to making sure that they continue to breathe well. We had all the smoke this summer.
Yes.
Man, once that smoke was gone, change that filter out. Get that smell out of the house.
Yep.
All right. How much does it cost to have you guys come up and professionally check out and change the furnace filter and make sure everything's cool?
$88.
$88.
$88.
That's insurance right there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I liked how you put it earlier. You and I were talking. It's like making your car last longer. You tune it up. You make sure it's running right.
Correct. And running efficiently in turn saving you money.
Here's the deal. Your furnaces, if you change your filters, some of the filters are crazy block. I mean, they microns and stuff. Mm-hmm. But if you have a general furnace filter, one of the better ones, not the ones that are wide open, you're going to save money. It's going to run more efficiently, and it's going to cost you less to heat your home. You'll be more comfortable for less money.
Correct.
Farron, thank you very much.
Very well.
Appreciate that. By the way, carbon monoxide alarm. You can win one of these. We'll tell you how in just a little bit. Right now, we're going to go into the empty kitchen. Wish there was food. You can come with us. All right. There she is. We're going to follow Elizabeth. This is a brand new home, and that has a brand new furnace. The older the furnace is, the more it's imperative that someone like Perrin, a trained technician, goes in and looks at it because your parts are older. Hello. Doing well. Perrin, great guy, knows what he's talking about. I love the fact he simplifies it for everybody and says this is what we're going to check, this is what we're going to change out. All right, let's talk a little bit about Trademark Mechanical. What do you want people to know?
We are really focused on making sure that everyone is comfortable, that you are taken care of. The heater, your air conditioner in the summer and your heater in winter, it's the heart of your home. It's what keeps you warm and keeps your family comfortable. And we want to make sure that everyone's taken care of. And one of the things we pride ourselves on is our service and making sure that we take care of everyone.
Right, so you have a couple kids. I have 3 boys that I've raised. When it's hot in the house and miserable, everybody's miserable.
Oh, yes.
When it's cold, you can put a blanket on at 60, but in these winters, your house can get to 50, even 40 degrees. And things start freezing inside the home. So it is important that our furnaces work because it seems like when we get that big cold snap, everybody calls.
Yes, definitely.
There's 30 calls in a minute because it's down to 10 degrees and everything sort of breaks on those.
Well, and honestly, you really don't think about it until
Right.
it's not working for you. It's that sort of thing behind the scenes that
Yep.
as long as it's doing what it's supposed to, you're not thinking about it, which is why it's so important for what Perrin said today about making sure you're getting that annual maintenance, because that helps to ensure that it's working. So when you go to turn it on that first time that this snow hits or the ice comes,
Right.
that your family's warm.
It's $88. I mean, that's really inexpensive. They come out, they check the filter, they check all the wiring, make sure everything's done, put oil where it needs to be put. I mean, that's not bad.
It's not, and really what you're buying is peace of mind. The chance of us coming out and finding something wrong, probably not very high. If you've got a 20-year-old furnace, well,
Maybe. But it's making sure
But-
everything's clean. Like you said, making sure that the rods are, so it says the natural gas is good. Those types of things, your spark thing to, what's it called?
Igniter.
Your igniter, thank you. Never try and talk with somebody when you have ADD, because you're like, what? I remember what it's called. But your igniter can go kaplooey on you, and it's inexpensive part, but you're not going to know how to put it in. Perrin will. Will you?
oh, definitely not.
We call Perrin.
Oh.
Still.
Yeah.
Man, everyone just calls Perrin. This kid's busy. Let's talk a little bit about carbon monoxide alarms.
So one of the things that when Perrin or any of our other techs come out and check is they're taking a look to make sure that your furnace is safe for your family. And carbon monoxide, unfortunately, we hear one of these stories every year about a family. I'm going to totally cry. Sorry, guys. A family that, there's been a carbon monoxide leak in their home. So carbon monoxide alarms are really helpful in making sure your family's safe. You can pick them up at Home Depot. I know Home Depot sells them, that's where we got ours, but we're actually giving these away.
Five
for the
away.
first 5 people that call in and either book maintenance or ask us to come out for an estimate.
Okay. These are not that expensive. Again, it's insurance. Smoke alarms, smoke detectors, and get those with carbon monoxide detectors combined, even better.
Exactly, yeah.
On every floor.
Yes.
So, 1 to the first 5 who book an inspection.
Either request an estimate for new equipment
Okay.
or schedule a maintenance.
All right, schedule a maintenance, which is $88, and they'll bring this out. All right, first 5. Oh, did we put a number somewhere? No, did we put a phone
We'll
number?
get a number out there for you.
All right, we'll get a number there. Okay, I was just wondering, curious, because I don't have it memorized.
It's important to know.
Let's talk a little bit about something else that's going on. You guys have been around, 13 years?
Since 2004.
Okay. And really, when you talk about service, you also know that there are people there who are having issues. Their income levels are low. Someone's lost a job, something's going on, and their furnace needs to be replaced. Sometimes it's just an old furnace, and that's a big investment. I mean, that's anywhere from $3 to $6 grand, depending. What are you guys doing?
Yep, so we're in our 4th year. We are doing the Gift of Warmth. It is a replacement furnace giveaway for a family in northern Idaho or eastern Washington. So if you are someone who owns your home and you've fallen on hard times, like you said, you've had a job loss, or we've had nominations come in for people that are recently divorced, single moms, single parents.
Medical expenses. I mean, it could be any number of things. If you need it, they want to hear about it.
Yeah, we want to know, because we're going to come into your home, and in time for Christmas, we are going to install a replacement heating system in your home. And so what we're asking for is nominations from the community.
Okay.
If you go on to our Facebook page and you look for the Gift of Warmth contest page, or you can go onto our website at trademarkmechanical.com and just nominate. You can nominate yourself, you can nominate someone else. We just need a little bit of information, including a short description of why this is a deserving family, why they need this help this time of the year. And middle of December, we'll be selecting a family that can use this, and we are going to get that new heating system in time for Christmas.
Okay, so here's the deal. If trademarkmechanical.com or go to KXLY.com, we've got a link on our news links if you're used to doing that, or on our Facebook page. We'll get you there. But now through November 30th, 500 words or less, and again, tell them why there's a need, and then they're going to give it away by December 12th. So that's very cool.
Yes, it is.
Or warm.
We like it.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's warm. You know what I mean?
Warm. We want to keep you warm.
That is
That's
so
our-
warm. Yeah, it just doesn't come out right. It's so cool.
It's peace of mind to not have to worry about, you've got so much going on when you're going through, like you said, a divorce or medical expenses, or just those things that get us down in life. And this is not something we want you guys to worry about.
I'm going to bring something else up that I'm curious about. There are a lot of programs out there. If you have electrical heat, you want to go over to the more efficient and less expensive natural gas. there's rebates, things like that. You people know about those things.
We know everything. I don't know everything, but we know everything.
Oh, sure, we're pointing at Perrin again over here.
I'm not the rebate specialist. That's called the office.
But we know people who are.
No, we have an amazing front office staff. Lacey, Jennifer, they're probably not watching because I'm sure they're busy
Oh no, they're
answering
watching.
phones,
They're watching.
right now. But
Hi, Lacey, Jennifer, how you doing?
Susan, don't want to forget Susan. But yeah, give us a call. If you guys have a question, we are here to help you. Comment on our Facebook page. We check that constantly. You can send us an email through our website. You can give us a call. We're more than happy to answer your question. And there's some information on our website about that stuff as well.
Depending on how old your system is, depending on what it is and what the rebates are, a lot of times you'd be amazed at how little it costs to get an efficient system put into your home. And it really is pretty amazing. And again, the programs change all the time. You know,
They do.
I mean,
They do.
depending on which utility you're talking to and how that works.
Yeah,
So,
there's a lot of different options.
Yeah.
It's really, like I said earlier, it's until it breaks, you don't know that something is wrong, and that's why the maintenance is so nice, because we can preemptively take a look and make sure that things are working. But we have a really fun infographic on our Facebook page right now that talks about 6 sort of things to look for, which I was working on it yesterday, and a whooshing sound is one of them, and I have a whooshing sound in my house, so I'm gonna have to have Karen come out and take a look at my.
because there's a whooshing sound?
It's a whooshing.
This is
your-
a
your
fun,
whooshing
interactive,
whoosh.
a whooshing
Yeah,
sound.
but it can actually, that's a sign of an inefficient furnace. It's not necessarily meaning it needs to be replaced, but I'm not getting the most bang for my buck. I may be paying more in energy costs than I should be because I have not had my furnace tuned up. So that's why it's so important.
We have, and I have, every year we talk about replacing those filters.
Oh.
And that's the hardest thing, because then I talk to people and go like, I don't even know where my furnace is.
Yeah, actually, one of the viewers actually asked a question. She has no idea where her filter goes. Perrin, do you want to? This is a big question.
Perrin, come on in.
back in here.
So even if you rent your home,
Yes.
you rent your apartment and you've got that heater in that unit, you really need to know where it is.
Yes. And whoever you're renting it from should actually tell you where it's at. It could be in your attic. It could be in your crawl space. Your filter could be, or your furnace could be in the garage, like where we just were. It could be in a mechanical room.
Odds are, if you have an older home, it's going to be downstairs or in the garage. Chances are it's downstairs. You're going to go down there and it's going to be in too small of a room. And you're going to have to sort of fight to figure out where that, sometimes it's duct tape over the top, sometimes it's a piece of tin that you lift off and that's where the filter is. Sometimes you have to be somewhat of a, you have to be a dude. You got to get in there and, just sort of figure it out.
Yep. And say,
Or call Perrin. He'll find it. He'll switch the furnace filter. But once you know how to do that, it's anyone can do it.
Yes.
It's really quite easy. I'm going to give you just a couple of quick hints. Hang out with me. When you go to change your furnace filter, take your thermostat. I'll get this, and turn it down to like 60. And then when you change it, it's not going to turn on and, try and suck the filter into the thing. So, but yeah, just turn it down for a minute or two, go switch the filter, and then turn it back up to 68 or whatever you like having it on.
Yep.
And then it makes it that easy. It only takes a minute.
Correct.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
You can go back over there until we call you again.
All right.
Back over there, Perrin, but never too far, because she needs you to go check out whooshing sound. As you're in this business, you don't know how happy someone is until their home is warm. That's got to be a pretty cool feeling.
Oh, it is, and we're really lucky. I'm lucky because I get to hear all the feedback that the guys get. Perrin, actually, if you check out any of our review sites, Perrin's name is all over the place. Everybody loves Perrin because he's knowledgeable, he makes it easy to understand, and he is responsive. And that's what you want in someone coming out to make sure your air conditioner is working in the summer or your furnace is working in the winter.
Yeah, you need someone who's happy on the other end of the door, because chances are you're not if your furnace is broken and it's 30 degrees outside.
No. And we really, when we get a call from someone, a no heat call, meaning that they have no heat, we do everything in our power to get someone out there as quickly as humanly possible. In fact, when you do your weather forecasts and there's a cold front coming, we hold a few texts back just to make sure that we can meet the needs of people that have a broken furnace.
When we see those temperatures dive, that's when things break. It just happens. When we see things go to 100 degrees, that's when air conditioners break. It just happens. One of the things that I'm going to throw this out. We hadn't even talked about this, but I'm going to throw out this warning is that if for some reason your heater is being inefficient and you're using an additional heat source, please, we've already had a couple of fires this year, keep it 3 foot away from anything flammable. If you're regularly using a space heater, get one where the fluid is warmed up and there's no open contact, because again, drapes, rugs, sometimes they're too close to a bed, and that causes problems. So if you're having heating problems, get them fixed so that you can take that space heater and get rid of it.
Yeah, and if you've got a home that has one room that's really hard to heat, it happens to a lot of us, give us a call. It could be a problem with your furnace, but there could be some other underlying issues, and there are some solutions to solve that.
Could be a block in the line. I mean,
it could be, yeah, and Perrin.
Perrin,
come back.
Perrin, come back. We throw them away and pull them back in like a yo-yo.
You can talk to some of the issues that lead to one room being cooler than others in someone's home.
Well, it's going to have to. It could be a filter.
Right.
It's not able to breathe
right.
like it needs to.
And Gwen, I wouldn't know much about that except for when I knew about that, and it was that thick on there. You know.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It could be ductwork. You could have ductwork issues.
Sometimes they actually have a thing that can open and close a duct on a room that's not being used much.
A damper.
You can close, a damper. Thank you.
You're welcome.
See, official terms, a damper. And if you don't know about it or don't know how it operates, then you can have the spare bedroom that, clearly you could close down because it's a spare bedroom, but when someone's there, you want to warm it back up, you got to know that too.
Yes.
So you can walk them through that.
That's true.
All right, now go back over there.
Okay. Yo-yo.
Thank you, Perry.
Yo-yo.
Nice guy.
He's a really nice guy.
I know, and you
get
can
to
see
work with him every
he
day.
obeys commands. He'll do whatever we ask him to, as long as we do it with a smile. Do we have any questions?
Yes. Chris asked, do you guys clean ducts?
Perrin?
Clean ductwork?
No.
No, not as yet.
No.
Okay.
All right, there we go.
There are
And then
companies that do that. I would make recommendations.
Linda is asking, what does it cost to come out and do maintenance on an electric furnace? Is it still the $88?
Yes.
Still $88.
Still $88. So again, the question was electric furnace versus gas furnace, and the maintenance $88.
Come
Okay.
back. I have a feeling some of
Come
these
in.
questions
Oh
are
yeah.
for you.
Come on back. Go, Perrin. What else do we have?
Let's see. Those are the only two I am seeing right now as far as questions.
We get questions a lot about the filter. That is a really hot topic. Is there any tips for making sure you're putting it in the right way?
Well, there's an arrow on there. There's an arrow on the filter, and that arrow is always going to point towards your furnace. They do make some filters that have metal backing on them, and if you put them in backwards, it can separate from the metal backing and end up in your blower.
Yeah, you don't want
and then
that.
and then you got more problems.
Can I just bring this up? And you tell me if I'm wrong, but the most annoying thing in the world is that you will see a measurement on your filter. 16 by 24, 14 by 28, and it goes on and on. And you'll say that to yourself 100 times, and when you go to get the filter in the store, you will have forgotten that measurement. I promise you, you will. Write it on your hand, take a piece of paper.
Take a picture.
Use your phone, take a picture of it, so that you put the right filter in. And then also you need to look at the microns on just how much because the more microns, the smaller the microns that it pulls, the more work your fan does.
The more work your blower is going to do.
Right.
You do have some out there that are super restrictive, and those you have to change more often, because as they get dirtier and dirtier, then your blower motor is having to work harder and harder.
Right.
And then you could potentially take that motor out.
Yeah, because again,
It has to breathe.
I've done that.
Well, and there's also those filters that you want to stay away from, which you mentioned earlier, which are those.
Wide open ones.
Yeah, you can look and I can see right
Right.
through it like this. It catches large rocks and small animals.
A parent-like person once told me that those have to get dirty to start working.
Yes.
They actually, have to capture a cat and a dog coming through them because they allow everything through.
Yes,
So
and then that's.
I'm not talking about a real cat or a real dog.
Neither of us.
Neither of us.
But then,
But-
and then it's also getting your system dirty at the same
Right.
time if you have one like that.
And sure, you're going to save $2 or $3, but it's not worth it.
No.
No. You want a good one, good pleated one. It's going to cost you $5.
Yes.
$5 to $10 somewhere in there. It is so important because again, I blew up a motor. And it was just years ago, and I became very knowledgeable very quickly. you know, because I didn't have a furnace.
Yeah. $88, you know, it may seem like a lot sometimes when you're like, okay, what, you know, is it really worth this? Do I need this maintenance? But when you think about what the other side of that could be by not having that preventative maintenance, by not making sure that everything's working the way it's supposed to, $88 is a pretty inexpensive investment.
No, it really is. And again, it's insurance. And you're going to make sure that it's working. You want to get on that list now so that they can get to you before the real cold weather hits. Now, we have had temperatures below freezing. We're going to see more of those temperatures as early as next week. It's Thanksgiving week. If you want to hear about something, hear about a furnace that's out and your mother-in-law is coming to visit. This isn't going to be pretty for anyone. So make sure that you, thank you for getting that. So make sure that you do. You make the call, $88, filter gets changed, everything gets checked out, and you're on your way.
Yep. And if you're one of the first 5, you get this handy carbon monoxide detector as well.
Hold it still. There it is by Kid A. I always thought it was Kitty. It's Kid A.
Yes.
I know, right?
Things-
Perrin knew that too. I'm telling you. Do we have a phone number? Do we have a phone number we can put out there?
We can get that posted up on the page for you.
Right there in the comments.
Oh, it's right there in the. Oh, yes. Give us a call. 208-772-5269. Thank you. 208-772-5269.
And you know, that's Jennifer Lloyd. She is
Jennifer in the office.
Yeah, if you give her a call, she's extremely helpful.
Okay, what else do we have? Anything cool? Man, this is a big phone. I like this phone.
I just want to say, if you know of someone that can benefit from the gift of warmth, please nominate them. We are looking forward to selecting that family and helping give a family that could use a little bit of help this season one less thing to worry about.
Okay. By the way, if you have, oh, here you go, thank you. If you have an air conditioning unit in there, when they're going through the furnace, they check that as well, just to make sure everything is cool. I mean, the air conditioning is very simple. That's inside the furnace. It's the coils, you know, but they check it, make sure it's cool. And $88. So we're going to talk about the gift of warmth one more time. And I want to make sure that we cover that. If you know anybody who has an older home, who is down on their luck, if they're having issues, if they're complaining about a cold house, they've got kids who are complaining a cold house, they've got runny noses all the time and they need a new furnace, they're going to do one this year, but this will be the 5th year that they've done it, where they're going to get a winner. You apply 500 words or less. Go on their website at trademarkmechanical.com, or you can go to KXLY.com, and we've got it linked to our links or your Facebook page.
Yep.
And they can just, again, nominate somebody. You guys will choose the winner and announce it December 12th or before then.
Yes, we
Okay.
will. Yeah.
That's got to be the best. That's got to be one of those things where
It is.
Perrin
Yes, no.
and other people say, we're going, we're in.
It is. That part is cool. But the part that's not cool is seeing how many people in our community
We'll enter that.
will enter it and need the help. And that's the part, again, you're going to make me cry. That's the part that's hard, because we
Right.
don't want anyone to be without
I know.
heat. It's not a position you want a parent to have to worry about or an elder person to have to worry about. So,
I don't mean to throw you under the proverbial heating and cooling bus, but I'm going to, are there programs for payments that are
there
available?
yeah, we do have financing available, and there are some other programs in the area as well.
Okay. So,
And I'll get some resources.
is that
together
Jennifer
and
again?
to that.
Did it?
Jennifer would know stuff, but
Jennifer would know
knows
stuff.
everything. But I'll just.
Why isn't Jennifer here with Perrin? That's my question. No, you're doing great. She's going like, oh, thanks, throw me not only under the bus, but out the door. It's just one of those things where heating and cooling, there are so many things. The balance of air, how it works. The new ones are very ultra efficient. The old ones, not so much, but they need to be maintained to make sure that they're as efficient as possible.
Yeah, run as efficiently as
Okay.
possible.
And extend the lifetime of them as
Yeah.
well. It's
That's
not
true.
unheard of to get 15 or 20 years out of a furnace if it's properly maintained.
Okay.
If it's not,
Then you're going to be like me and need a new blower motor because
Yeah.
you allowed the. It was 25 years ago. I've learned. I'm going every year on TV. I'm going, okay, winter's coming. Get those filters changed. Make sure things are good. You've heard me talk about it. So it's very important. It's for the warmth and coolness of your family in the summertime as well. And those filters need to be changed in the summertime too, because now the dust and everything going on. Now's the time to do it. If you don't call them, if you think your furnace is fine, still make sure you change your filter so that you're safe there. Thank you so much.
thank you.
I appreciate it. Jennifer, good luck. The phone's ringing. Pick it up. I know it is. Baron, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right, guys, again, we're talking about Trademark Mechanical. You find them on Facebook page. You can also find them on our page, KXLY.com, under links, and on our Facebook page that you're watching right now.